Hey everyone, I'm Matt,
Hi, I'm Desiree.
and we're bringing you this week's Rising Tide West Coast Swing Guide.
Well, we cannot believe it, but it is almost our 100th guide. We've been doing this for a couple of years, and we reached that point where we're almost at 100. This is our 98th guide. So we thought to celebrate, we do a really short and sweet series where we talk about fun and funny moves. Matt is going to tell you more.
Yeah, so we're going to do some fun and funny moves. This week we're going to do followers variations that Desiree is going to talk you through, and I'm going to talk about the leaders part. Then I'm going to do some fun and funny leaders variations next week. And then for our 100th guide, we're going to do like a little social dance kind of Where's Waldo type of thing where you try to find our fun and funny variations.
If you're confused now, you won't be later. So let's start with my variations. I thought I'd start out with some push break variations because oftentimes leaders are in thinking mode for the push break, or it's kind of a filler pattern a lot of times when leaders lead it. So if we're on the social floor and we're feeling pretty chill, we've known this person for a long time, we can add a little bit of an aha moment to some of our push breaks. So we're going to start off with push break as a 6-count pattern, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6. And this is what your leader might think that they are leading. But if you'd like to spice it up, once or twice a song max, then you can do a move like this, where you actually lead yourself in a little bit of push break tuck, or you can do a move like this, where you kind of twirl yourself around, and that is going to have more of a feeling of a classic push break, but also with that rotation. So for the first move, leader, unsuspecting leader, 1, 2, everything looks and feels the same. On count 3 and what we're going to do is we're going to break away from the handhold. Leader has already given you the momentum to go forward, so you're going to continue forward. Place your left hand on the rib cage or waist of the leader. For 3, 4, and your right hand on the rib cage or waist of the leader. And then for 4, like in that tug action, pull yourself around and pull it out. Showing that whole thing through with the counts. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6 for a little aha moment.
Yep. For our leaders, with both of these variations, it's really important that we allow our followers to talk. Lots of times leaders, we spend the entire dance talking because all we do is pattern, 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 pattern. And so this is a really nice chance for our followers to have a voice, and we want to embrace that and encourage that. And so the simplest thing to do here really is just to not try to do anything, because chances are if your followers initiating this movement, they have a way to get into it, a way to get out of it, and you can just kind of hang out there. Now obviously you want to still look engaged, maybe look at your partner, smile, especially after they're done, and show that you're happy that they chose that moment. But lots of times these things will happen a little bit too fast for us to really pick up and try to do something with our followers. Granted, if you're practicing with someone and you want to work on what to do, one thing you can do, leaders, is just shape your upper body and rotate a little bit into the side that the followers are compressing on you with. So just a little bit right and then left.
All right, so on to our next move, our fun and funky move. Same thing, unsuspecting leader. We've been led in a ton of push breaks. We know this person well, and we're feeling a little bit daring tonight. Well, what we could do is 1, 2, we're going to begin the breakaway of the hand and place the hand somewhere up top, leader's shoulder on either side, maybe leader's clavicle. Nice and light, followers. We don't want to be jabbing into our leader. We just want to be able to maintain contact with the leader. Walking that through, 1, 2, I'm going to use my left hand to touch somewhere up top on the leader. And then for 3 and, I'm going to allow my arm to move up, allow my body to kind of curve in first and then around for 3 and 4. So 3 and, watch the arm curve up, maintaining light contact on the leader. I'm coming towards my leader, 4, 5, and 6. And really only on 6 do I back away into an anchor. So it's showing that all the way through. 1, touch, 3, and staying close, 4, 5, and 6.
Leaders, same notes that we talked about for the last pattern still apply. One extra piece here is we want to be careful not to back away. Sometimes when followers do things like this, we're like, oh, I need to give them more space. Let me back away. And what happens is if I do that, suddenly the pattern doesn't work. So I can give them more space, but I do that through elevating, especially my rib cage and my upper body. So you'll see as we go through this, and I don't have to do this, but I create a little bit of lift here that makes it just slightly easier for my follower and also keeps me engaged in the pattern.
Showing you both of those patterns all the way through your aha push breaks. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 and 6. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5 and 6.
That was your guide. Thank you for tuning in. You can check us out online at risingtideswing.com. We're also on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter as Rising Tide Swing Dance Studio.
See you later in the series.